Hey, the capture card's been kind of on the fritz again. There's not really a whole lot I can do about it at the moment for reasons I've gone into in the past, but I wanted to tell people my new power leveling method. I found this from somebody who came into my stream a couple days ago. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to have a mercenary. I've already gone over how broken this one is. You can definitely farm out some Goshiki stones and get it that way. I think they still have the 20s event where you get the 20 wish tickets. It should be able to get one from there. I think the pull rate for him is pretty low. Now I have the spiritual helm or the spiritual set, so that definitely helps with staying alive. So let me equip that really quick. Now, before I start, let me show you how you can get those spiritual and valor armor sets. There's several methods. They added some stuff to the DLC for this for PS Plus. So if you have PS Plus from other games or for other games, you should definitely grab these. They're giving away some armor, starter weapons for the two free characters that you get, some healing items. And you can all of these stack, so you can keep them in your inventory, and you can give the healing items to characters as you see fit. So you're going to get a bunch of copies of the starter weapons, but you could just sell those. I don't think any of these give the armor set that I'm using. Yeah, you basically just get a bunch of the same thing, but they all stack, so it's worth it to get them because you'll get some silvers from it, a couple 100,000 of them to be exact. And you get a bunch of healing items as well. Now this one for $5, it gives you a bunch of stuff. The only things that are really worth it in here are the lucky stars and the double EXP. The rest of the stuff can be acquired pretty easily, but it's still it's way more than $5 worth basically, so I think it's worth it. I'm just kind of at the point in the game where it's not terribly useful. So what they've added is they've added growing packs for the two free characters. So I went ahead and bought one for Diao Chan. This is one way that you can get the spiritual set. When you hit the promotion threshold, which it tells you here, which is always a level before, a multiple of 10, so 19, 29, 39, 49, and 59, you will get a bunch of spiritual stuff. It starts you with the Valor set, and at 19 you will get the spiritual set. It's supposed to give rank up materials to help kind of reduce the grind. I don't know exactly how many it gives you. Today or yesterday I didn't really play much for a bunch of reasons, but I think it's worth it. This is one of the cheaper ways that you can get it. It's $10. But they also have some other methods to get it as well. There's the Time Hero pack and the War Fighter pack. So this one gives a bunch of nice stuff too. You get the double XP, the lucky star, and a million silvers. I believe this was like $5 or $6. I can't check the price because I already paid for it, but there's multiple ways to get it. It's up to you. I'll definitely report back on how much rank up materials you get for buying the growing packs, but all of them have it. This one is $60, so if you're certain you're going to play this like a regular retail game, you actually do get some nice stuff in here. I think you still get the rank up stuff as well. Obviously, I don't have $60 to test it, but you get both of the armor sets. You get a purple class weapon, which helps kind of reduce the RNG. The RNG in this game is it's both not bad and terrible at the same time. It's like kind of in the middle. It can be really hard to get like a specific like item category for your character. Grow870 and I have kind of suggested to them that they should make it so that when you set a character as a leader, that should like greatly influence what drops. Hopefully they will do that. For $60, I'm not entirely sure this is worth it. I was able to get Zhao Yun just from doing the event. Like I didn't spend any money on him at all, aside from buying the costume. So it's your call. And anyway, you want to go to 2-2 and do it on whatever difficulty you can. If you're using the mercenary to kind of expedite this, you will need to be level 9 to equip him. So you want to get level 9 from you know, some other means. Someone can easily carry you there. If you're lucky to get somebody to carry you on Insane, you'll probably get it after like maybe 2 or 3 clears, depending on if you have any double experience or not. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use Xiao Qiao because she kind of helps with keeping things in the corner. I need to max out the compatibility anyway. Now, this event here, I have not talked about this. I've only been able to clear it once. It is very difficult. One of the consistent methods I've found of clearing it is to get the yin-yang flame charms, or whatever they're called. Those basically give you like Strider Ouroboros around you for 30 seconds. This map is 3 minutes long, so if you can get even 2 of them, it basically is going to mean a minute of the enemies not being able to get around you. You don't take any damage in here, it's mostly just you get knocked down. So if you can save up a bunch of these, and if you want to pay the Goshiki stones to do it more than once a day, I definitely recommend doing that. If you have a bunch of characters that have the yin-yang charms, that's definitely like the easiest way. They've said that they talked to me on Discord a couple days ago, and they said that there's going to be some other events to expedite the grinding process. There's going to be some for time mode. I believe the rabbit is going to come back, so it's up to you. The best thing that's in here is probably the experience ring, which will give you it has an awakening skill bonus of 20% experience, so you can use that to level up your weaker characters. There's also some hero spirits in there as well. The other stuff is honestly not that great. It's hard to even get a single clear in there, so you can do it in co-op. It feels like borderline impossible solo, so if you're going to do your free try, I recommend partying with a friend. All the enemies in there die in one hit, so it's more about just how much ground you can clear and how much you can avoid hitting the towers. Because the towers take damage from your attacks as well. So while you're leveling here, you should definitely open up all the chests, because there's a chance that you'll get those charms, and you can use those to pretty much steamroll through that dungeon. Here's the item here, the Yin Yang Flame Charm. So if you have this assist, you'll be able to basically clear every other room, or even the entire thing if you want to actually do that. There's nothing stopping you, basically. Yeah, you can choose your path, but I always just choose the first one. It's more straightforward. I don't remember which enemies spawn at the bottom. And this is definitely the most annoying part. A bunch of these flame things are going to spawn. These are my most hated enemy in this game. You generally want to save your mercenary until more of them spawn. Like, here's a good time. Basically clear out a whole wave. You can see how quickly this is going, even though I'm like not really playing at my best ability right now. You generally want to not use your summon here, or your mercenary, because you can pretty much one-shot the boss if you have it maxed out. So usually we'll get an item from here that you can use. Sometimes it will be the flame charm, so I definitely recommend opening all the chests. They seem like a more more of an item just for fun in the main game, but in that they're basically a godsend in that that event mission. I can't show you right now because I only have one of them, and it still would be pretty difficult for me to clear, at least solo. Definitely stack those up as much as you can. They are incredibly useful in there. So I'm kind of low on cash and Goshiki stones right now, like real world money and Goshiki stones, so I can't buy any double experience, but if you have the cash to buy any of those packs, you should definitely use your double experience here. Like, I got a whole level off that. I'm only on hard mode. But ideally, you want to stack the double experience on insane mode and have someone carry you through there. Yeah, obviously it's not terribly difficult, so if you know somebody who has a character capable of running the first half of the game on insane mode, I definitely recommend that because it'll go even faster. And what's nice is that if you have that assist, it doesn't really depend on your character's attack power or stats, so you can still help out even if your character's weak. So it's definitely one of the better things about that mechanic. But that's basically how you power level. Once you unlock insane mode, this is definitely the best way to get drops. There's a chance for spirits as well. So if you're playing on a character you haven't bought one of those ranking packs on, this is definitely one of the best ways to level up. Now, I believe sometimes the store will have the flame charms, but it's rare. It will appear in this slot here at the top. So check the store every time it refreshes. You might get lucky and find one in here. I believe that they're in the table for the rare slot, so you can definitely check. My capture card's crapping out. This is what I've been dealing with today. Unfortunately, it's going to be harder for me to cover stuff until this is fixed. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.